ready to satisfy those cravings? Hey everyone, welcome to Sweet Bailey Acres. I'm so glad to have you join me today. If you're new to the channel, I really hope you enjoy the video and look forward to more. And if you've already seen our videos, I would love for all of you just to hit the subscribe button, would be wonderful. Today, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to make your pumpkin seeds extra crispy and give you a couple different flavors that we can go through and make. We carved our pumpkins over the weekend and got lots of pumpkin seeds. The first tip for making your seeds extra crispy is to get a bowl of warm water, and we're going to put your seeds, your pumpkin seeds, into the bowl of warm water. And once you get them all in, you're going to swoosh it around with your finger. Okay, and you're going to let them sit for 5 minutes, and you will see that the extra little goop that's stuck to them from the pumpkin has started to come off. You can see where it's already starting to come off. So let them sit for 5 minutes. So what we're doing now is just taking our seeds out of this water and I'm using a spoon that doesn't have, or that has holes in it, or you can use your fingers if you want to, and I'm just putting them on a dish towel. And then that way I can just kind of wipe them off a little bit, make sure if there is any little bit of the goop from the pumpkin attached to them, that it'll just wash right off. But you can see in the bottom of this, all of the pumpkin insides, guts, or goop that you want to call it, in the bottom. So it's a really easy trick to get it off, because I know it can be very difficult at times. Tip number 2 for making your seeds nice and crispy is after you've gotten them taken out of the bowl and onto the towel and wiped off, you're then going to transfer them to another bowl of water. And that other bowl of water is going to have 1 tablespoon of salt in it. You're just going to swoosh it around, let it dissolve a little bit. And you want them to then sit in this water for 8 hours or overnight, just at room temperature, so just leave them out on the counter. And then they will be ready to roast. But those 2 tips, getting all the goop off and then putting them in the salt water to soak for 8 hours or overnight, is very important for making sure that you get those nice, crispy, really yummy pumpkin seeds. All right, I got them all done and into the salt water, and I'm going to go ahead and let these sit for the 8 hours, and I'm going to go enjoy looking at the snow and watching the beautiful snow come down on this snowy day. I'll be back in 8 hours. It has been 8 hours. Time to go ahead and open up these seeds and go ahead and measure them out and see how many we have. You just kind of scoop them out, let the water drain off, and we're going to measure them out in the cup. Now, at this point, if you want to let your seeds go ahead and dry out, you can. You're not required to for the crispness, because what's going to happen is all you're going to do is cook them maybe an extra minute or 2 just to get that extra moisture out. So you don't have to let them dry out at this point. It looks like we have 2 cups. So I'll probably divide that in half and do half of it for our savory and the other half for our sweet. So what I'm going to do now is I want you to go ahead and put half into a bowl. And we're going to do our savory first. So what we're going to do is we're going to make pizza flavored. And the first thing you want to do is get a teaspoon of olive oil. Dump it in the bowl. We're going to go ahead and mix that around. Next, we're going to add in our tablespoon of grated Parmesan cheese. And you want to do a tablespoon for every half a cup. So since we have a full cup, we're going to add 2 tablespoons. Same for the rest of the ingredients. You want to go ahead and add a half of a teaspoon of dried basil. And since we have 2 half cups, so 1 cup, we're going to actually do 2 half teaspoons of dried basil, or 1 teaspoon. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and you can add either the half a teaspoon, or since we have the full cup, a teaspoon of dried oregano, or you can also use an Italian seasoning, which is what I have today because I don't have any oregano. I'm out. So I'm going to add in a teaspoon of that. And then you're going to add in 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm actually going to add 2 of those. Okay. And then we're going to add a pinch of salt. And we're going to add 2 pinches because we got to double our recipe. Okay. And I'm just going to mix that all up. You want to get them really coated. That oil will help all those yummy spices and cheese to stick to the seeds. Okay, next we're going to put them on a pan. We're just going to spread them out evenly on the pan. Make sure they have plenty of their flavors in here. And I'm just spreading them out on the pan so they can cook a little more evenly, a little better. So you're going to put this in the oven on 300 for 20 to 25 minutes. For our sweet mixture, we're going to use our other cup of seeds. We're going to dump them into the bowl. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of olive oil. We're going to do a tablespoon of brown sugar for every half a cup, so we're going to go ahead and do 2 tablespoons. And we're going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. If you're just doing a half a cup of seeds, it would be a half of a teaspoon. And then again, we're going to add a pinch of salt. 1 and 2. We're going to mix it all around. That smells really good. Next, we're going to spread them out on the pan, just like we did with the pizza ones. They look so good already. These babies are going to taste amazing. Okay, so these are also going to go in the oven on 300 for 20 to 25 minutes. All right, I'm going to get them in the oven and I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay everyone, the pizza ones are out and I honestly don't know which smells better, the pizza or the cinnamon sugar, but they both smell amazing. So, but here's what they look like. And so you want to make sure that they get kind of to a golden color before you take them out. Don't be surprised if they might be a little bit chewy when you first take them out, but they will crisp up as they cool down. Also, the other tip is you want to, every 8 to 10 minutes, go ahead and just take your spatula and turn them while they're in the oven. So that way they get cooked evenly. And if your oven's kind of spotty with heat spots, you might even want to go ahead and turn the pan so that way they get done evenly as well. But here's the pizza ones. Oh my gosh, They smell so good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and plate some of these up. Look at these, I'm so excited. The sweet are out too, and oh, they smell so good. I can't wait to try one. I'm gonna bring Justin out too, so that way he can try some too with you guys. I do recommend, and I just didn't have any parchment paper. I ran out the other day, so I didn't have any. But when you're doing the sweet ones with the sugar, I definitely recommend putting some parchment paper down because it's much easier to move them around and get them off of the pan from the parchment paper than it would be for being stuck to the pan. So just another quick tip to make this recipe extra easy for you. All right, let me go get Justin and let's give these babies a try. Okay, y'all, it is taste test time. All right, Justin, go ahead and get one. We're gonna test the pizza first. I know they're gonna be good. Those taste like pizza. Very good.
Very Italiano.
So is this one a thumbs up?
Yeah, that's good.
Good. All right. Next, we're gonna do the sweet. Ready?
Tastes like candy, candy pecan things,
Yeah.
but pumpkin seeds. So that's pretty good.
Good. All right. So instead of like the candied pecans, it tastes like it's candied pumpkin seeds. So yeah, they are very, very tasty. So if you want a really good snack that's nice and nutritious, and you can't decide if you want to do salty or sweet, these are a great option. You can just go back and forth between the two. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot and got some great tips. And so if you enjoyed it, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as we'd love to have you as a subscriber. And from Sweet Bailey Acres, have a blessed day.